Hey guys, what's up? It's I Teach Math here with the new video this week. This week I will be giving you a video on adding and subtracting unlike fractions. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. I've been trying to practice on making my videos a lot shorter than normal. So here, I have a problem 3/5 plus 1/10. There are two ways that you can solve this. You can multiply the denominators, or you can find the least common denominator. So right now the problem is in horizontal view, but the way that I'm going to show you these problems, I'm going to put the problems in a vertical view, and that just it works easier for me. But whatever works for you, you do that as long as it's mathematically correct. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so here we have 3/5 plus 1/10. All right, so I wrote it in vertical view. The first strategy I'm going to show you is by multiplying the denominators. The denominators of this fraction is 5 and 10. So if I multiply those together, I know that 10 times 5 gives me 50. So in vertical view, this is what I have here. So it's just kind of like you are rewriting a fraction to create equivalent fractions. In that sense, you'll notice the setup once I get done. Sometimes I don't put equal signs in between that because I don't want to confuse you. So I'll just leave it here for now. But we know that 10 times 5 is 50. So here we're looking for the missing numerators on these new fractions with the like denominators now. And we also know that in order to add or subtract fractions, they must have the denominator in common. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So the denominators here is 10 and 50. So I'm going to divide. I'm going to try to squeeze this in right here. So you know you're going to divide 50 by 10. And once you divide 50 by 10, you're going to get 5. And then you're going to multiply that 5 here. And that is your new numerator, okay? And then you're going to repeat the same step here. So 50 divided by 5 will give you 10. And then 10 times 3 will definitely give you 30. So now we have what we call equivalent fractions that we've created. And so now that the denominators are alike, we're going to get 35 over 50. Now notice here, this fraction numerator and denominator, they definitely do have factors in common, and the factors that are in common here are the factors of 5, okay? So we're going to reduce this fraction by and divide 35 by 5. We get 7, and 50 by 5, and we're going to get 10. So now we have our final answer here, 7/10. Okay, so that's the first strategy that we can use. You can use this strategy by multiplying the denominators, but just a disclaimer, sometimes you can multiply the denominators and you get a huge number that you will have to reduce at the end. So it's kind of best that you know your multiples, or be able to write out your multiples so that you can find the least common denominator. So I'm going to jump right into the next strategy that I want to use, and that's just finding the LCD. And this is with the same problem. So here, once again, I'm going to write it in vertical view, 3/5 plus 1/10. And like I said, we need to find the least common denominator, for short LCD. So I'm going to write 5 here, and I'm going to write 10. So I'm just going to write a few multiples of 5. Then I'll stop there. Then I'll write a few multiples of 10. And then I'll stop here. Well, looking at my numbers, the multiples of each number, I noticed that 10 is the least common multiple. So here, I'm going to repeat the same steps from the previous strategy, and 10 is now my common denominator. So from here, I can repeat the same steps. 10 divided by 10 is equal to 1. And 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. And I'm going to multiply by 3, which will give me 6. So I'll go back here and just give you a little, place little notations here so that you can know what exactly happened in this process that I just showed you. Okay, so now we have our equivalent fractions. 3/5 is equivalent to 6 cents. 1 cent is, of course, equivalent to 1 cent. So now I am able to add these together and I'm going to get 7 cents. See that? So it's easier when you find the LCD, it's easier to reduce, and sometimes you don't have to reduce if you go ahead and find that least common denominator. So I suggest this strategy, but if you just want to go ahead and multiply the denominators, that's perfectly fine as long as you understand that you're creating equivalent fractions to get a common denominator so that you will be able to actually add the fractions together. So I'm gonna give you one problem to do, and then you can pause the video and work this problem out, and then I'll come back and work it out and you can check your answer. So here's the problem that I just circled. Go ahead and pause the video, work out the problem, and then I'll come back. All right, guys. So I hope you got your answer ready and you're ready for me to work out. I'm just gonna choose a strategy that I normally use, and that's me knowing that the least common denominator of 3 and 4 is definitely 12. And I'm gonna divide 12 by 3. It's gonna give me 4. Uh-oh. I don't know why I made that subtraction. Okay, so yeah, I'll go back and change that. So I'm going to divide 12 by 3 is going to give me 4, and then 12 by 4 is going to give me 3, and then 3 times 3 is 9. And let me go back and change that because this is definitely a subtraction problem. Keep in mind, guys, it's also very important to know that when we are adding and subtracting fraction, we're only focusing on the numerators, okay? So that way, we're focusing on the numerator. So if a fraction has like the negative sign like right by the division bar, just know that it belongs to the numerator. All right. So here I have 9 minus 4, and we also have to remember our integer rules. They will always follow. So now you have 9 minus 4, which is 5/12. So your final answer should be 5/12. 4 3/4 minus 1/3. I hope this video helped you guys out. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment in the comment box below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You guys have a nice day.